Yo! Oh, let me try it again. Yo! What's up, guys? It's your boy, Justin McCoy. How y'all doing? I'm feeling lively today. Feeling alive again. It's another day where there's snow outside. I'm feeling extravagant even. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so making this video, again, this one should be going up on a Sunday. I know I promised y'all Sundays for like the past 2 weeks. I'm gonna make it an effort to put this one up on Sunday. If it's not up on Sunday, y'all can really holler at me in the comments and basically end my whole career, but still. Alright, so today I want to focus on capping off our vegan myths series, so kind of the vegan myths around micronutrient deficiencies on the vegan diet. So yeah, that's what we're going to get into today. We're going to be focusing on specifically 3 nutrients, that is our vitamin D, vitamin B12, and iodine. Now, you may be wondering, Justin, why are you addressing 3 nutrients in one video? Every other video, you address 1 at a time. Let me explain. So, based off of the evidence that I have gathered and kind of, over the weeks kind of looked at, in my opinion, I believe that you may benefit from supplementing these 3 in some way. Just overall, everything else, I've kind of said you can find in food easily as long as you know where to look. These 3, you may just benefit in supplementing in some way, shape, or form. And of course, as the video goes on, I'll explain it in further. Just, if you are interested, keep watching. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start with vitamin D. Vitamin D is a hormone produced by our skin cells when we are exposed to UVB rays from the sun. The benefits of vitamin D include skeletal benefits such as increased bone density as well as, better calcium usage, as well as non-skeletal benefits such as decreased risk of diabetes. Now, you would think that because vitamin D is actually produced by our skin when we are in the sun, it'd be easy to get enough vitamin D and nobody really would need to supplement, as I said earlier in the video. But unfortunately, this is not the case. Somewhere around 1 billion people, there's only 7.7 billion people in the world, so 1 billion people suffer from low levels of vitamin D in their body. Because in most cases vitamin D is dependent on sun exposure, there are many factors that go into why so many people have low levels of vitamin D. According to Harvard Medical School, these factors include the location where you live, your air quality, the use of sunscreen, your skin color, weight, and age. If you'd like to read a more in-depth reasoning behind these, you can pause the video. I'm going to put them up on the screen. Because there are so many factors that go into you getting enough vitamin D, it is often recommended that you supplement. Again, when starting any new supplementing regime, I highly suggest talking to your doctor or your dietitian, someone that you trust, of course in the medical field, so that you know exactly what would work best for you. You may even need to get your blood drawn and everything, but I would suggest talking to your doctor before starting any supplementing regime. The general recommendation for vitamin D is either a dose of 50,000 IUs monthly or a daily dose of 1,000 to 2,000 IUs. Lastly, because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, it's often recommended that you take the supplement with a meal containing some form of unsaturated fat, such as an avocado. Now let's move on to our second vitamin, vitamin B12. In the body, vitamin B12 is required for the formation, myelination, and function of the central nervous system, is required for making healthy red blood cells, as well as DNA synthesis. B12 is actually something that is created by bacteria. So in the past, we were able to get it naturally through just soil or water, like in nature. But nowadays, because of current sanitization and the health risk of not washing your food and all this other stuff, it's really not available naturally anymore. So it's kind of needed, we kind of need to supplement it. Nowadays, people get B12 usually from either fortified foods or through supplementation. Lastly, let's talk about iodine. In the body, iodine is used to produce thyroid hormone. This hormone helps control your metabolism as well as maintaining other functions in the body. It is also important in proper brain and bone development in infants, whether they are in the womb or in their first couple years of life. Now, iodine is a little different than the first two that we talked about. The first difference is that the first two are vitamins, iodine is a mineral. The other difference is that with vitamin B12 and vitamin D, regardless of if you're vegan or not, you would most likely benefit from supplementing those two. With iodine, if you eat a good mix of meat and dairy products, you most likely get enough iodine or even too much, which causes, problems in the body. So if you eat too much meat, you're most likely at I think it's hyperthyroidism. It's a whole thing. Again, talk to your doctor if you're concerned. Outside of a vegan diet, iodine is mainly found in meat, dairy, and seafood products. On a vegan diet, the most common source of iodine is from iodized salt. So if you don't use iodized salt, then you may want to find other sources. Now, to be clear, I am not suggesting supplementation of the mineral iodine itself, but rather suggesting that you find foods that are good sources of iodine. A good source of iodine on a vegan diet come from your sea vegetables such as seaweed and kelp. Now, with everything that I've talked about today, I do personally supplement in some way, again, all three of these nutrients. So for vitamin B12 and D3, I actually use this Veg Essential. It's by Veg Nutrition. I'm actually affiliated with them, so if you use the link in the bio or description, if you use the link in the description as well as my code GEM, you'll get 10% off of your order. So yeah, again, this has D3, K2, B12, and omegas. So it's a good overall supplement for vegans. And secondly, I use this kelp supplement. So again, this isn't iodine, this isn't straight iodine, it's actually kelp. So I can show you, it's just a pill with, I guess, ground kelp in it. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but yeah, it's just kelp in a pill, in a plant-based pill, and I just take that, and it has about 270 micrograms of iodine, which is above the usual recommended daily allowance, but well below the upper limit. So recommended daily amount, or the recommended daily amount is around 150 micrograms, whereas the upper limit is 1,000 micrograms. So yeah, I'm well underneath that upper limit, so I'm safe. Alrighty guys, that is the video. Again, just to be clear, if you are concerned about any of these nutrients and wonder if you need to start supplementing, I would suggest talking to your doctor or your dietitian before doing anything drastic or starting any type of supplements. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified when I post another video. Hope you guys have a good day, and don't forget, keep shining.